We've got a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Raging Cajuns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The offense will be first on the attack. And we get our first look of the day at Brock Lowry. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Looking for room. It's Green. Picks up the first down. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not by this defense.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Fires to the right. The short hands. It's Parks. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Buckley. Maybe some room here. But powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Tries it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Marches ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raging Cajuns offense will now get its first chance with the football. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail and that wide receiver comes back and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Now on the option. Now the toss. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully and they pick up the 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Jensen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun, the ground game. Still on his feet. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now.
Touchdown, Cajuns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Lowry. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Brooks. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. And after one period of play, let's take a look at the start for these two wide receivers. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Buckley. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Broncos are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're fine.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going for the marker on the ground. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. On the ground, it's Orr. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Finds the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. The change now on 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that one's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. He splits the uprights. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Reagan. Plows through the defense. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. He breaks a tackle. Could be an alley. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
Oh, he's got some space.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Raging Cajuns are flying down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. They'll run the screen. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Buckley. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnett. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
95-96 Bridge. 95-96 Bridge. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And a chance to the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner goes down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young...
Thanks, Howie. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking for space. It's Buckley. Might have a chance. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Broncos. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That's caught. It's Reagan. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the ground, it's Buckley. Turning it on! Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Might be calling a hot route.
Hey, take it. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Go.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Got enough for the first.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Gets it out fast. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Orr. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Broncos looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Might be changing the route. Snap from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Broncos looking to convert on fourth down.
20 and 29 pounds. 20 and 29 pounds. Hey, 22 ISO. 22 ISO. Go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
To the air. It's Winfield. Spits it out to the back. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The run inside. It's Orr. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football and it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Pulls it in. It's Jensen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. It's all over but the shouting in this one. Top 12 teams in the country. This is the scoreboard, how things are going for those vying for a playoff spot. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's Rockwell. Smashes through the tackle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And how about the backup, man? His first touch, he makes a big play in the running game. That is exactly how you earn more carries. He's not a guy that's leaned on to get those starter reps, to get the #1 reps. But when you do that, I promise you, you'll start to earn more reps with this offense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Rockwell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to...
Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Makes the grab, it's Brooks. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
22-90 Mountain. 22-90 Mountain.
They'll move the tight end.
22, go!
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Connection to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Buys a little extra time. The offense coughs it up. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Looking to fire. Got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Using his legs, it's Buckley. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Scanning the field, it's Winfield. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Winfield. Under fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Bring in the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
That is a gut punch.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.